Cell phone in more age. That question. The iPhone is transmitted via acoustic signal, isn't it? The iPhone is a telecommunication device designed to transmit acoustic signals, remotely by means of electrical signals. Alexander Graham Bell was considered the inventor of the telephone, wasn't he? This happened in 1876. 111 2002, the U.S. Congress adopted Resolution 269, with regards to the inventor of the telephone was Antonio Meucci. You why calling telephone not Bell? Antonio Meucci made an iPhone to connect your office floor, doesn't he? Around 1057, Antonio Meucci made an iPhone to connect your office with your bedroom located on the second floor. Origin of the cell phone. Past perfect. Graham Bell discovered had patented the first iPhone with Thomas Alva Edison, and introduced improvements in the system. Alexander Graham Bell had taught to transmit the human voice and requires a continuous stream. Emily Berliner had replaced the electric microphones as they are much cheaper and smaller. Head have made passive causing. The iPhone has made people communicate among them with a signal via satellite and help around the world. The grand companies help people to buy the news to more expensive than before. The companies get their employers make more cell phone but with news improvements and more attractive for other people.
Cards. Tag questions. You receive cards regularly, don't you? The cards are sent and had arrived but 1 month later or maybe 1 week. The card contains a paper from other person with a message, doesn't it? A card is a paper carrying a written message and usually introduced in a envelope to protect its contents. The cards are sent by an individual to other with the intention of conveying a message. Emails are better, aren't they? With the convergence of new technologies and digital communication, the notion of cards was expanded to include emails and other communications. Past perfect. I had read a card with its dozen and name and data, typically include data and address of the recipient in the front of the envelope, while the sender's information of the receiver. By 1971, it sent the first email via data network. The card had embodied the email with the essence. However, it's the same. Send a message to other recipient, although in this case it's possible to include multimedia content. Get, have, made, passive causative. My mother gets me to use my email for send message here because she needs to know about me. My father made me put a card in a message for my grandparents because a card is a paper carrying a written message and usually introduced in an envelope to protect its content. The people who create the cards get people to create among the different kinds of existing cards: personal, formal, commercial, etc.
The social nets are the most important at present, aren't they? The social nets is a use for everybody for talk with their relatives and friends via internet. Only the lower people use LinkedIn, Sing, and Viadeo, don't they? Their members are allowed liberally. They can be good to connect partners or for the work search. YouTube, Pinterest, and Flickr, don't they? They are based on a concrete topic. People can be related with the same hobby, the same activity, or the same list when the people need to find or watch something use. Humans have begun to give hint with the importance to the social nets, but they have not thought in light it affects this in the daily life. Humans have always been related for groups, families, labor, sentimental, etc. In a social net, the individuals are interconnected and they can have built up relationships tied among them. The social nets have been a place with a lot of users express their opinion and share a lot of information.
Get, have, made, passive causative. The social nets made the people send message for other people. These people can be known previously or to take it wrong. The net can take to a direct knowledge or even the formation of new couples. I made my family use Facebook to talk with them on it because internet and the new technologies for the development and amplification of the social nets. Can I get to combine the society of the disadvantages of using the social nets? The social nets in internet are based on the bonds that there are among their users, but it isn't means that all information is true. Morse code. Task questions. The Morse code is used so easy and frequently used for emerging signals, isn't it? It can be sent in a variety of ways with improved devices that can be switched easily on and off, switch and flashlights. The Morse code only uses dots and dashes, doesn't it? The code known as Morse code assigns each number, letter, or special character a unique sequence of short and long. The Morse code is used with sound and light in a ship, isn't it? The Morse code can be transmitted using sound or light, as sometimes happens between ships at sea. Past perfect. The Morse code had produced in 1836 and the first code was sent from Washington to Baltimore in 1844. This made transmission possible over any distance. The first Morse code message. What had God wrote? People had used the Morse code unique specific code for rescue someone, and this is the standard international distress signal is SOS. Samuel Morse had worked the Morse code with dots and dashes. It had its own dictionary and it can be presented in the screen. Get, have, made, passive causative. Samuel Morse made the Morse code work all language because for language not written with the Latin alphabet, other versions of Morse code are used. The people made the Morse code work with entire world because today Morse code remains popular with amateur radio operators around the world. Code Morse made people transmit their message in code for other people or help us.